Buchi Babu Sana delivered a massive hit with his debut film, but his next project meant directing Ram Charan, an actor fresh off global stardom. The pressure on the young director was immense. The challenge escalated because Buchi Babu wanted to make a raw, rural sports drama set in the mud and dust of a village. Historically, pure rural sports dramas have struggled to pull massive numbers at the Telugu box office. Going into the pitch, the young director was terrified. He's openly admitted to suffering from severe stage fright, his heart racing just thinking about sitting across from a superstar to deliver a 3-hour narration. Charan made the stakes perfectly clear before they even sat down. He stripped away all the usual industry politeness and told Buchi Babu point-blank that he would only sign the film if he genuinely loved the story. The pitch was enough. Charan greenlit the project on the spot, bypassing the customary step of having Buchi Babu narrate the story to his father, industry veteran Chiranjeevi. He was ready to move forward based entirely on that single session. The character of Petty required two completely different physical and mental states. In the first half of the film, Charan plays a carefree rural youth who dominates local cricket matches. Because the film was shot chronologically, Charan spent months secretly building a massive wrestler's physique. During those early cricket scenes, he deliberately wore oversized, loose-fitting shirts to hide his developing muscle mass from the camera. That careful concealment pays off at the intermission. Charan strips off the loose clothing to reveal a rugged, fully transformed wrestler's body, built specifically for the brutal, muddy combat of rural grappling. On set, he pushed relentlessly to shed his polished image. Even when the director was happy with a take, Charan would frequently demand 5, 6, or even 7 more attempts, obsessing over every micro-expression until the performance felt completely authentic. He dissolved the aura he built over the last decade, grounding a massive production in the dirt and sweat of a gritty village youth. The film carries a heavy weight of cinematic history. Fans have spent years waiting for a pairing that could recreate the legendary on-screen chemistry once shared by Chiranjeevi and the iconic Sridevi. That legacy now falls to Janhvi Kapoor. To meet those expectations, she adopted an almost punishing approach to her preparation. She took on the incredibly difficult task of mastering the thick, highly specific Vijayanagaram dialect. Instead of relying on a dubbing artist, she insisted on performing all of her own Telugu dialogue, so it sounded entirely natural. Her dedication bordered on obsession. She would relentlessly text the director weeks in advance, demanding scene papers so she could practice her lines over and over until the delivery was flawless. That level of rigor ensures the romantic subplot acts as a deeply rooted emotional anchor, making the rural world feel lived in and real. To give this local story a massive footprint, Buchi Babu made a bold move. He approached musical legend A.R. Rahman to score a purely rural Telugu film. Despite his status, Rahman welcomed the young director with absolute humility. He treated Buchi Babu as an equal, sitting beside him in the studio and eagerly tweaking compositions until they matched the director's exact vision. The resulting soundtrack captures the dust and sweat of the village. Rahman paired his towering compositions with lyricist Anapta Sriram's ultra-rustic Telugu vocabulary to create tracks that hit with aggressive, local energy. By merging highly specific regional sounds with world-class production, Rahman provided the auditory bridge needed to make a localized Vijayanagaram story resonate with audiences across the entire country. The grueling production process forged a deep emotional bond between the star and his director. On the final day of the shoot, Ram Charan was visibly moved, tearing up as he pulled Buchi Babu into a tight embrace. Earlier in the shoot, Chiranjeevi had visited the set and offered a crucial piece of advice. He told them if the physical pain, the heat, and the exhaustion were organic, the audience would genuinely feel it on screen without faking. All of that exhaustion builds toward the film's conclusion. The final 45 minutes are designed to depart from standard commercial rhythms, focusing instead on a heavy, heart-wrenching emotional climax. This commitment to sincerity is what allows the film to move beyond the constraints of a sports drama. It attempts to ground a massive production in a human narrative that showcases the depth and reach of modern Telugu storytelling.